he needs to go over 48.5. That's 50 points, nigga. They fuck around and get there.
To the 25-yard line. The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. This is Jones. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Jackson now. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. In there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returnable for Lockett. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by
nigga, I'm on the phone. He's distracted.
And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
All right, I'm making that for the game, bro.
And that's what friends are for.
God damn it.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
All that work.
Ronald Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And this one goes nowhere, losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Come on, baby. Let's see, we gotta go in and out. Let's go. Watch the shit.
Now on 2nd and 16. Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though.
Watch the twist. Check 31, check 31, check 3, check 3. Kill, 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 kill. Bang, bang, bang.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Ready, blue ready. Oh, yeah. Green, Here we go.
On 3rd down, Winston. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Two running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? From the gun, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And he's got his target. That's more. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. And this one complete to Smith. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First and goal, Tampa Bay.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run it into Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try again with Jones. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson rolling to his right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, touchdown. So let's sort this out.
Touchdown, baby.
Cross that line, baby.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Watch 38. Watch 10.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Carl Nassib leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Tackles. Tackles. Watch that. Watch that. Watch that. Hey. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. Tyler Lockett. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 91 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changed.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Oh, he fucking cooked my boy.
76 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
Oh, no.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
Oh, he tries to give it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here's Jones. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, the Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
And this one is right down the middle. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Wilson now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Wilson. Flush to his right. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The quick slant caught, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the Seahawks going to use the 1st of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go.
Wilson now off the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Myers' kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football, and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Don't get no. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 26, check 26.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk? Winning. Tyler Lockett. This complete to Lockett. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will put them on top here in the third. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now it's Lockett. A beautiful fake. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know, they're blitz coming, and down he goes. Carl Nassib picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. I'm on. Switch. SOS.
Now it's Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they look to throw. He's going to fire one deep. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 42. It's a big play there for Seattle, and even 50 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete to Jake Butt. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Whip. Watch the whip. Check 3. Check.
Penny will try to punch it in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and goal, and Penny standing by himself in the backfield. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Carl Nassib picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. The give is to Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give to Jones. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Bucs go for it. It's Winston. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Jameis to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now Winston. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and forever. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Don't get nervous. Check 52.
On 4th down, Jackson flushed out right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Now Winston. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball.
I know he gonna challenge that shit.
A chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now Rashad Penny, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Friday. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Check 9. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Now Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Seattle. 57 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Wilson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
24. Reload.
After the sack on first down, Wilson. And look at this.
Come
They get the
on.
turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Come on.
Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 6-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll go again to Jones.
Good job.
And
got
not
like
much
10
there at all
tackles
as
by
he'll get this
yourself.
only up to about the 11. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll run it with Jones. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ezekiel Ansah in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Jackson on 3rd and long from his end zone. Completes it to Hardman.
I knew that shit was coming anyway. Oh my God. This shit fucking retarded.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and
I
they
knew
take the lead
it was
late
going
in
that
the
way.
final
Why did
minute
I
of the
bring him
fourth.
in?
Wow.
Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Oh, you watching my game? Oh, y'all won? Oh, I ain't even watching.
Pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Oh, yeah, weird.
We got to step it up. 198. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Hey,
Yeah,
pick it
it's
up.
all right. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really worried about it. You know what I'm saying? I knew y'all was going to be a good opponent, good tough opponent. So, but hold on, listen. I'm in the 29-second in the 4th quarter. He up 3. I'm 2nd and 10. I'm on my 25. 17 seconds. I'm trying to practice something. Well, if I get off the phone with you, I can. Go. Set it.
Wilson
Set it.
to throw.
Set it.
He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Alert, 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 alert. 198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Hey.
Here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions are giving him nowhere to go with the football. He's maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Get the first down. Don't worry about the rest later.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Check, 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 check.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And a timeout goes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Almost.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Buccaneers, they finally taste victory for the first time after 7 straight defeats. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Fucking game, bro. We put up other numbers, but fuck. That's why I fucking feel good. How was it? No. I don't know. Seattle. Play well. That's the I've been in Seattle since fucking 2004. Everybody out here knows, you feel me? Well, all of Seattle, all day, every day. Who your team?
in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got... It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't say no. You better call back up. I'm running me down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. I'm ready to 10, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it, blinding my dreadlock. In the end zone with the dead dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a